I always wanted to do a tier list, but since I don't consider myself knowledgeable enough about every character that is currently in the game, I don't want to make your typical tier lists, characters X is stronger as character, and so on, so on, and so on. But since I consider myself sort of a fashion enthusiast, I thought today I'm going to rate every character from Tekken 8 on their level of, let's say, fashion sense. And since this is somewhat subjective, I have total freedom in what I say and what I do, but I still want to give like some sort of explanation why I rate the character as I do. I renamed the tiers as follows, starting from the bottom, which is an absolute L. After that we have probably functional but not fashionable. Then we have I see the vision, where are outfits that I see the idea what they come from but not quite well executed. Then we have good fashion sense, which is generally like very stable, and then we have dripped to the max. So yeah, the tiers are on brand for this topic, and since every character has a lot of outfits through the whole series, we're only going to focus on the Tekken 8 outfits, and to make it absolutely fair, we will judge everyone's player 1 default base outfit. And I know what you are thinking, some characters might lose this quite hard, but we need to have some sort of general guideline so it is fair for everyone. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the Tekken 8 fashion tier list. So we will start with Alisa Bosgonovich, the overall, I think, would say hated cyborg or robot. She's not a cyborg, she's a robot in Tekken 8. She obviously doesn't have a fashion sense herself, but whoever programmed her or whoever picks out her clothes knows what he is doing. She usually has a very cute and colorful outfit, which usually fits her character, her demeanor, how she talks, but not how she acts, because chainsaws are dangerous. And one aspect that is also like very important in fashion, especially if you have a lot of colors, is the color coordination. And in this case, you can like take the color wheel, for example, and usually like the overall like rule that you follow is use colors that are close to each other or like on the complete opposite. Since Alisa has a sort of turquoise and pinkish color blocking, we can see like in this case the blue-green as it says here, and the pink is not too far from each other. It is like not quite the opposite, but also not that close, but it sort of works out. It is sort of like in the same area because it fits like the whole like bubblegum color that this character has. Overall, long story short, Alisa definitely goes into good fashion sense. Whoever programmed her to choose their clothes, or whoever is giving her the clothes or decides what she is going to wear, probably it is Lars or Lee, knows what he's doing. And now we get to a character that at the current point in time pretty much everyone hates to a certain extent, Anna Williams. You can say a lot of things about Anna and her gameplay, but one thing is for sure, Anna is fashionable like pretty much no other. Her outfit, there, especially the new hair, like this slight angular fringe haircut with the red highlights, the red coat, like the pants, like pretty much everything is very elegant, very stylish, very eccentric. Red is a signal color that signals like danger, which she definitely is. The only thing I don't like personally is the fur around her coat. Not because of any like animal activist, that is not my field, but simply because I don't like it. So it doesn't matter if it's like real fur or like artificial fur, it doesn't matter. I don't like it. To me it looks like trying so hard to show that you have money. You see this often with Eastern European women. They like this for some reason. I'm not a fan of it. That's why Anna Williams will go for me into good fashion sense. You can say a lot about her. The fur is like the only thing that I don't like, but generally speaking, she has a very, very amazing outfit. Next up, we have a character that is currently not in the game yet, and I'm talking about Armor King. We know that Armor King is one badass motherfucker, okay? Everything about his outfit screams, I'm dangerous, I'm going to beat you up. I'm not like that other Jaguar wrestler. I'm much worse. I'm much more dangerous. And the new addition with his red fire-like fur fits into the theme, like his fire breathing that he has in the trailer, and all this like firework things that he has going on. As I said with Anna, I'm not a big fan of the fur, but here it fits a little bit better, and like the contrast of the all black with the with all the spikes, the slight gold accents, and then this like pop of red, this pop of color works really, really well. So like I said, it would go like, it is practical but not fashionable. Like it would fit into this category, but still it's like too good. That's why I'm struggling. But I have to keep my own tier list intact here. So this is not bad, but it is practical but not fashion. But I like it. It's in a good way. Armor King, I'm very excited for this character, and I hope he will not terrorize us in the game too much. Asuka Kazama, also a character that is currently one of the strongest character there is, dominating playing or placing really well in tournaments. Asuka Kazama, her outfit definitely fits a very specific category. It has elements of Japanese school uniforms, but it's still somewhat casual. You have the tie, the hat that she has. Her sleeves are rolled up, and also like we had with Elisa, we have a similar color blocking but with a little bit more blue. It works really well. I can see someone pulling this outfit off in real life, and it wouldn't look weird at all. That's why Asuka Kazama goes for me into dripped out to the max. That is practical, that is coordinated. Everything about this outfit works even in a real world scenario. Absolute amazing work. Now we have to talk about the queen of coffee herself, Azucena. Azucena is one of the first instances of, if we would judge her outfit number 3, this would go completely different. Her player 1 base outfit, the red all shiny leggings and this, I think this little jacket, is it a bolero? I'm not sure if that's the case, but all her accessories in the hair, the hairstyle, everything, the gloves, the shoes fit the outfit. And there you have also the same thing where we can take the color wheel, for example, and she has mainly red but with hints of green, and therefore we see the colors match. The colors are harmonious. It works really well. So yeah, design team of Azucena, very, very nice, but it's not at the highest point in my tier list, because as I said, if we would judge outfit 3, she would be up there, without a doubt. But this is just is it even good fashion sense? I don't know. I'm not really sure here, because I don't think it's bad, but it's not interesting when it comes to the silhouette of the outfit. I like the flowiness of the bolero or cardigan, whatever it is, but it is like I see the vision. It is like our first case of I see the vision. I see what they did here. I like the general idea, but I'm not quite satisfied with it because I think outfit 3 like steals the show by a mile. But yeah, that's the rules of my game. Now we have the psycho cyborg himself, Brian Fury. I mean, look, this outfit is kind of a weird one. His Tekken 7 outfit with the bandana around the mouth and everything was pretty dope, was pretty nice. It's lacking a little bit. It is, but it fits the character. It is like very rough. It is full with like shotgun like bullets. They're not called bullets. They're called when it comes to shotgun. Like, I don't care. Like all the bullet straps, and it is very chaotic. It looks very dangerous. It is practical in a sense because if you look at his shins, he has those spikes there because he's a kickboxer. He gives low kicks, and when the low kicks hit you with those spikes, you will definitely feel that shit. But one thing, like, what is that pose that they gave him? Like, what? Why is Brian so zesty? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't fit him really well. It's sort of like his new laugh that he has in Tekken 8. But hey, I'm not judging. It just feels a bit weird and out of character. But that's not what we're judging here. We're judging the outfit. That is one of those cases where I say it is practical but not fashionable. There is a complete layer like in the upper body that is missing. We only have a couple of details and accessories, if you can call it that. But generally, in the fashion term, it is not that good. I see how it works in the practical scenario, but it's not it. Claudio Serafino, the character in Tekken 8 that comes the closest to a JoJo character. And what we know about JoJo characters, they are fashionable, they have style, even if some people or many people interpret that as more like of a, some would say like gay behavior, like the way they pose and everything, but it is very fashion-like, it is very avant-garde, like the way he moves, the way he poses. In terms of outfit, the white with the gold is simple, but it works very, very well. White and gold always looks very pure, very elegant. So, and as an Italian, this man has fashion sense, you know. Claudio is a very, very stylish and overall elegant person, and those little blue sparks that he can like summon because he has some sort of magic, like complement the whole thing. So therefore, Claudio, is he dripped out to the max? I don't know. Maybe we will adjust it later. But for now, I give him good fashion sense. Okay, let's talk about Clive. When it comes to fashion, unfortunately, Clive is from a very different era, or like you would say time period, or an overall completely different world than all the other characters. Therefore, his fashion sense is kind of out of place. I have to say, in the context of Final Fantasy, it works very well, but even there, it is not like his best outfit. I can see it being practical. I think this might be our first absolute L, but I will place him here. Don't be too harsh on me, but maybe we will adjust later. Now we come to Deviljin, Tekken's Edge Lord number 1. Whatever they try to do with Deviljin, it works. It fits the character, it fits his aura, the black leather coat with the dark red details. Everything fits so perfectly. He is like straight from a, like, this could work like in a gothic, like this looks almost like a stage outfit from if he was a lead singer from a gothic band or something. Deviljin, like the whole outfit, I think it's cold as fuck. I put him in dripped out to the max because it works so well. It fits his theme, and I would argue if you're somewhat of an eccentric person, very outgoing, and you're in this whole like dark wear, gothic clothing like scene, I can see someone pulling this outfit off. Of course, without the wings, that is without the question, but the jacket, the boots, everything, I see that working IRL. Sergei Dragunov. This man, like this, his whole theme is being cold as fuck. And this outfit like speaks volumes. This is also one of those cases, it can be pulled off in real life under the right circumstances. Like again, we have like a big puffy coat with a little bit of fur, not that kind of like eccentric fur like Anna has or Armor King, for example, but a little bit more of a more fluffier fur that keeps you warm. It is not like that negative like with the other characters I just mentioned. And overall, like the handlay underneath, the layering is fine. The colors work with this sort of like wood green and this sort of a purplish pants. It works very well, but the coat is what sells it to me. The coat has some details in it, and this whole outfit, like with him as a character, screams like aura farming. That's why this is good fashion sense. So Eddie Gordo, our favorite capoeira fighter, probably after Elena from Street Fighter. First of all, I have to say, a lot of people complained about the hairstyle that he got in this game, because a lot of other characters, like people call it the Killmonger haircut, since Killmonger in Black Panther had it. Then Echo in Arcane, the League of Legends series, Echo had it. Miles Morales had it. Like so many characters got the same hairstyle, but I like it. I really like it. I know I'm not a person of color, maybe I don't have any say in this. I personally like it, so the hairstyle is pretty nice. Also the outfit, I see what they tried to do. They took his like signature capoeira flared pants that he has like in the other games, like from this type of the silhouette, and then he has on his feet like those bandages that are sort of like practical, but at the top it looks more like some sort of uniform. I don't know. I see the vision, and since they match the colors here, it seems to work, but for some reason the silhouette is not as harmonious in my eyes as I wish it would be. That's why I put Eddie into I see the vision. I see what they try to do here, but I'm not convinced. I'm not sold on this. But generally speaking, not a bad design, but I see what they tried here. Next up, Fakumran. His outfit is like, has very traditional Thai elements, like the band around his forehead, the bandages on like the ropes on his legs and the arms and everything. This has nothing to do with fashion sense. I guess it's practical. That's why I wouldn't put it in absolute L, but Fakumran fashion is definitely not his strongest part, is not as strong as his kicks. That's why, yeah, practical but not fashionable. Ooh, Feng Wei. I thought about this character a lot, where I would put him, because I like everything about his outfit in what it tells us. It has like red and green. Again, I'm pulling up my my favorite color wheel here. Red and green, opposite colors. It works just like in Azucena's outfit. And on top of that, he has those gold elements in it. Especially on his right arm, on his right hand, he has those claws, which sort of work as an accessory almost in a sense. I know there are some more like eccentric accessories out there that have like essentially like that, like a sort of a metal glove with claws on it. Look, it's not dripped out to the max in a classical sense, but it is also not. I see the vision. It is hard to point out as fashion because it is not fashionable, but it is also not as bad as practical but not fashionable, because I see it's a little bit practical here, but the whole thing that is going like on his shoulder doesn't seem so practical. I don't know. This is a tough one. This is a very tough one. For now, I put him at good fashion sense. Maybe we will adjust later. Okay, Big Daddy Heihachi Mishima, the all-time old guy, boss, whatever in Tekken. Generally, we know that this man has money. In past installments of this series, he had like all types of coats and very elegant clothing, but since we're judging his player 1 base outfit, it looks sloppy. What I like is the red bead necklace. This is one of those, like, I don't know, it is very far away from fashion. I see what they try to do here, but when it comes like to the fashion tier list, this for me, like, fashionable, absolute L. Nothing against Heihachi or the character itself. This outfit just doesn't do it for me. Okay, let's talk about my main, Warang. And I know what you're thinking. It is his main character. He will probably be dripped out to the max. Unfortunately, if we would have judged the outfit, the base outfit in Tekken 7 with the like jacket around the shoulders and everything, that would be absolute cold and would be absolutely dripped out to the max, in my opinion. But his player 1 base outfit in Tekken 8, a couple of, like, let's start with the good things. I like the separation between a white upper and dark pants. I like it. One thing I also like is his new hairstyle. It's like it gives a very wild aura to it with the longer hair than the spiky backwards hair that he had before. And also definitely a big positive is that he is showing his fucking guns. Look at those arms. He took the sleeves of his tobok and pulled them up like almost to the max, basically only covering his shoulders. He wants you to know, I'm not only good at kicking, my punches do hurt when I use them. But that's about it for the positives. And also what is also nice, as you can see, like around his pants, there is some blue detail, and he has also some orange detail. If we look at the color wheel, again, orange and blue, opposite colors, they work, they're harmonious, it works. Colored from the whole color blocking, it is very good. But one thing that like doesn't make this outfit as good as it could be is the fact that the shoes are black. I don't know, if you look at it closely, look at it. I don't know, it's I can't describe, but for some reason it really bothers me. It looks so weird. It looks like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't like put into words what I don't like about it. If the shoes would be white, it would be looking so much better. But it's a difficult one. But it's a good fit. I see the vision. I see what they try to do here, but it lacks. You know what? it's practical but not fashionable. It is, this outfit serves one purpose, or like, if it should be practical, did he had to pull up his sleeves so much? No, that was definitely some intention here to show off. I see the vision. And to the guy at Bandai Namco who designed the character and the whole customization that you can do with the costume, whoever decided or forgot to you see the little orange part at his shoes, you can't change that. You know how annoying that is if you want to if you want to change the colors of the character, but you can't change this little orange part at the shoes. You know how annoying this can be. Why is it not possible? I'm pretty sure they just forgot about it, but it is a very important detail. I'm annoyed about that. So whoever made the decision or whoever forgot that, I hope that you step into a puddle of coffee with your white socks. This is not acceptable. Okay, enough ranting about Hwoarang's outfit. Now we jump to Jack 8. Okay, when it comes to so he is again a robot. He changes basically every title. It is a different model. He doesn't have any like character per se, because he's just a machine who has one mission, and one mission only, is to destroy whoever for whoever he was programmed to destroy. And yeah, this is, in terms of fashion, it is not even like practical. I mean, he was built practical. It is not fashionable. Like it doesn't even look practical to me, but of course, like he has no choice in how he looks. I put him in absolute L. I'm sorry, Jack, this is not your... I mean, it is. I think it is the best that he ever looked. But solely in a fashion context, no. Main protagonist boy, Jin Kazama. I like his outfit. I get straight to the point. Everything about his outfit is very nice. I love the jacket. I can see myself or like anyone pulling this jacket off in real life. With the boots, he has a motorcycle that he drives. It fits everything so well. The gloves like transition perfectly into the rest of the outfit. The little straps around his leg, it gives a little bit of detail. It gives a little bit of movement. This is very, very, very well designed. Long story short, Jin Kazama, in my opinion, dripped out to the max. Everything about this outfit is flawless. Everything fits perfectly. Everything looks good. Great character design, very fashionable, and worthy of a main character. Now let's talk about Jin's mother, Jun Kazama. The white dress. Very elegant, very angel-like, with the black accents, and as you can see, she also has some patterns on the dress. It is very flowy. The silhouette is very lively. There's a lot of happening. I can see her like walking through the city with the when it's windy, and there's a lot of movement in her clothes, with the white hairband and the black hair. Like it is very harmonious. This outfit deserves a spot and dripped out to the max. It is not your typical what you would understand under like dripped out, but it is very elegant. It is very fashionable. It is like, it seems very, very realistic to wear something like this. And if I would see someone like, which is not some cheap cosplay, but like a real piece of clothing that I can see some designer like literally designing this and producing it, I can see a lot of women pulling that off. This is a very, very nice dress. Yeah, dripped out to the max. And from Jin's mother, Jun Kazama, we jump to his father, Mr. Bossman Kazuya Mishima himself. This man Remember how I said about Anna, she is like, the fur is giving me the sense of trying too hard to show off that you have money. Kazuya does that the exact same way, but like much more, in a sense that he wants to show off, but he doesn't care anyway what you have to say about him. Kazuya, he's an OG sneaker collector. That is part of his lore. Imagine you have the main bad guy from the series who is trying to take over the world or even destroy it if necessary, but he's just a sneakerhead collecting Jordans and shit. And most people who get into fashion start as sneakerheads. So did I. So did many people. There's nothing much to say. Like the purple, the tie, the vest underneath. And then you have this whole outfit, and then he has his signature red gloves where it says, it doesn't matter how I look, I'm here to fight, I'm gonna beat your ass. Kazuya Mishima is dripped out to the max. Just look at this. The whole, like, besides Heihachi, he really took one here, but Asuka, Jin, Jun, Kazuya, like fucking even Devil Jin, they all dripped out to the max. Someone in the character design department really knew what they were doing when they decided to, you know, I'm going to design the whole fucking Kazama Mishima family, and I'm going to do this right. And we will get to the others later. Trust me. So yeah, King. That is your typical wrestling outfit. Nothing beats the iconic King alternate outfit from Tekken 3 with the black mask and the tracking pants on and those like trainers. Holy shit. But this outfit, I don't know. I like the cape. I like the addition of the cape. It gives him like a more heroic aura to his regular wrestling outfit. But I put him where Armor King is, and that also that in itself looks like a crime. Putting Armor King putting Armor King and King into the same tier. Oh, I don't know, but I can't put King into Absolute L. But with Armor King, I see the vision. You know, I can't put King and Armor King into the same tier, so I have to like switch. I have my first change. Armor King goes into I see the vision. What they did here, because Armor King looks so much colder than King ever did, and everyone who says differently has no idea what they're talking about. Okay, Kuma. What there is to say about a bear who wears the old clothes of his master. I don't know if that is even practical for a bear to wear something. Like, isn't he better off like moving freely? Especially with those bandages around his ankles and his wrists. I don't know. I think Kuma would be much better off without any clothes. Pause. But I think you get what I'm saying. I think Kuma Absolute L. Like, it is a bear. What kind of fashion sense do you expect from him? Not much. Now we have the man, the myth, the legend, Lars Alexanderson. Just look at him. He farms aura like no one else. You know that he is a child of Heihachi Mishima because his half-brother Kazuya pulls off the craziest outfits, and so does Lars. This guy screams aristocracy. Is it called that? Like, he is like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. He is royal. He is a child of the old guy in this game. We don't know anything about the mother, but everything about Lars Alexander. The fucking name. Isn't he called like the Lion of the Rebellion or something? This man is royalty at its finest form. And please note this. The outfit he is wearing in the story, he is going into battle with the almost all-white coat. Imagine having that much confidence in your abilities that you are absolutely sure no one will touch you. This thing will not get dirty in any sense. He pulls up like this, gives Kazuya the business so that Jin can get out of his dream. Lars is absolutely dripped out to the max. Holy shit, this outfit, I personally don't use it in-game, but in the whole context of what he is, in the story and everything, you see a trend here. Dripped out, you see a trend here. Okay. I know, this one will be ugly. Lee Chalan. We know Mr. Excellent, Eleganto, we know that he knows how to dress. But his player 1 default outfit like really did him dirty in this tier list. I had to establish a certain frame of rules so that the judgment is fair for everyone. And oh boy, I'm very sorry, but this outfit, like with the goggles and his nut protector that he has down there, I kind of like it. I like the silver version that he has a little bit more. We all know that Lee knows how to dress. This man is elegance. This man is, I don't know how to say this, but you know, if you're a Tekken player and there is, let's say there's a player, you beat him, like every time you encounter him online, you beat him. But then comes the day, you go to a tournament and this player is there as well. And unfortunately, you don't perform as well and you lose against him, even though you know that you can beat him and you have always beaten him. But on this day, when the test came, you didn't perform your best. And this is exactly what is happening to Lee right now on this tier list. We know he has usually the drip, but under these circumstances that we have here, this outfit is practical but not fashionable. It is not an absolute L. This outfit serves a definite purpose for the fight. I'm sorry. Leo Kleesen. Leo. In Germany we say Landsmann oder Landsfrau in this case, because apparently Leo is supposed to be a female character, but let's say them for political correctness. They have a very, very nice outfit. The red coat, the blue jeans, it is very like adventure heavy, like what they are basically, but it works very, very well. You have a couple of straps here and there. You have like gloves that complement the whole outfit with the white and the red. Yeah, there's not much to say. Good fashion sense. Very good fashion sense. Next up, Leroy Smith. There's not much to say. Let me get it out of the way. Dripped out to the max. Look at him. Look at the pants. Look at those, I don't know, look at those shoes. Look at the coat with all the white and the gold. We had that before, white and gold with Claudio. Then he has also like the sunglasses and the eyes around his neck. I'm convinced that this guy is a pimp. I'm pretty sure that's what they essentially look like, right? That's how pop culture like displays every pimp. I don't know if he practiced his Wing Chun at his, let's say, employees. But when it comes to the drip, Leroy is dripped out to the max. There's not much to say. I think everyone who looks at him knows that. So yeah, that's it for Leroy. Lydia Sobieska. I like her Tekken 8 outfit. It is very, very, very nice. I really like everything about Lydia's outfit. It symbolizes the Polish flag, the white and the red, with the black undershirt that she has. Everything about this outfit makes sense. It is a very, like everything about it is the best version. Like it is better than her Tekken 7 outfit in my opinion. But I have to say, like it has nothing to do with fashion per se. It is just a practical outfit. Therefore, it is practical but not fashionable, but in a good way. I don't mean this in a negative way. The outfit serves its purpose, but it's not some some fashionable thing going on here. Lily. Now we go into like the whole Japanese Lolita outfit territory. It fits her character, it fits her vibe, and it also looks kind of practical for her type of fighting. Everything about this, like, you see she has money, you see that she is kind of arrogant, but still she doesn't sacrifice any of the cuteness that she wants to be known for. Lily, absolute good fashion sense, like nothing to complain here. Dripped out to the max. It I don't know. At this point, I think if Asuka is dripped out to the max, I either have to get her down for good fashion sense or put Lily up. I think I do have to like put Asuka down, but then we wouldn't have like all of the whole Kazama. Well, we have Heihachi down there anyway. So yeah, we put Asuka into good fashion sense as one of our changes. Ling Xiaoyu. I like the whole, like, is it orange or gold with the combination of black? Was it Tekken 5 where she had an all orange outfit? Was it Tekken 5 or was it Tekken 6? I'm not sure, but it works. It is very, very good. I can see it is not only practical, but also fashionable. This is not even a question of if I see that there was some vision that they had and tried to like make something happen. No, that is good fashion sense. I can see someone wearing that in real life. Is it completely dripped out? No, it is a little bit of an understatement. It is very almost casual, but in a traditional, elegant way, if that makes sense. Okay, let's talk about Law. He has another outfit where he has the black shirt and like are those pants like golden or something, where he has the sunglasses on, this like almost like cold Bruce Lee fit. But we're not judging that, we're judging the player one outfit. It definitely serves a purpose. What I like about it is the dark, like sort of rough pants with the red straps all around him. I'm not a fan of the shoes. I know they are there to resemble those classic Onitsuka Tiger shoes that made popular by Bruce Lee. But, you know, that is one of those clear cases. It is practical but not fashionable. Even from the standpoint, from the point alone that he is missing complete layer on the upper half of his body, which, if we talk about the fashion sense, that seems lazy to me, because there's a whole lot that could be going on here but isn't, so therefore it is practical but not fashionable. Nina Williams, the other Williams sister. Let me get this absolutely clear when I say that this outfit screams everything that you want from it. I know I said a whole bunch of words that doesn't make any sense for now, but let's analyze this really quick. The main outfit is actually underneath the leather jacket. It's the purple dress. Also, look at the thigh highs. Look at the purple shoes that match the dress. Then the sunglasses. Then on top of that, she has the leather jacket. She looks like she has been to some sort of evening cocktail party, and the leather dress is what she had in her car. Now puts it above because it is a little bit chilly outside. She has this type of arrogance that, you know, oh, she deserves that. And then just to make sure you don't mess with her, around her thigh she has like those little throwing knives. This outfit is classy, it is dangerous, it is elegant, it is beautiful, and it is hot. Nina Williams goes definitely, in my opinion, into the dripped out to the max, because everything about this, the accessories, the vibe, the aura, like the whole purpose of the outfit, everything about it makes sense. Just to be clear, Anna would be up there as well if it wasn't for the whole fluffy fur thing around her shoulders. But Nina takes this one in my opinion, take it or leave it. Okay, Panda. There is a little bit more going on if you compare her to Kuma, but still I stand am I a bear hater? To a certain extent, probably, but it is an absolute L. A bear, like she has probably more problems with this outfit than it benefits her, so absolute L, my opinion. Paul Phoenix. This outfit screams, I drive a bicycle, I don't care about anything, and why the fuck do I have a rope or a or is that a whip around his shoulder? I don't know. I see what they try to do here. They really like put everything into this whole I drive a motorcycle and that is my whole character. Other than that, my new hairstyle is absolutely shit. Sorry, but this outfit, this character design of Paul is lackluster. I don't even see the vision here, to be honest, so I put it into practical but not fashionable. I don't know. I can see someone pulling this off in real life, but I wouldn't say it looks that good. I think there can be done better here. But yeah, there's not much good I can say about this. Yeah, that's it for Paul. Now let's talk about Reina. I'm excited for this one. Everything about Reina's design makes absolute sense. First of all, the color blocking white, black, and with the touch of purple really gives it like the character that she's supposed to have. Purple is a really interesting color. As you can see, we have this like very rarely. We have this with Lee, we have this with Nina, sort of Kazuya, although that is a little bit more of a blue, I guess. But Reina's outfit, I like it. I like the hot pants with the leggings or pantyhose or whatever that is really called. I'm sorry, I don't wear those, so not in the nitty-gritty details. But then we have this sort of tank top underneath with that goes up to her neck like a choker. Then this really cool jacket with the hood on, which you can put on as an outfit in the game. And also the gloves and everything. I love this outfit. I can see this as a very realistic outfit. I can't quite put it into dripped out to the max, but it is definitely good fashion sense. It's amazing. This outfit deserves like a lot more praise than it does. I think it gets a fair amount of praise. But yeah, Reina, absolute good fashion sense. Dripped out to the max is a little, I think, a couple of accessories more and she would definitely fit into the dripped out to the max category. But yeah, definitely nothing wrong to say about it. Raven, what is there to say? I see the colorful details like the blue, black and gold that he has here going on with his signature glasses that are only sitting on his nose and everything. Yeah, I see what they tried to do here, but it is definitely more practical than fashionable. That's why I put him here. There's no real like fashionable vision that I see here. It is more like only he is a ninja, he has to do a job, and his outfit has to like be practical, and that's what it shows me. Okay, let's talk about Shaheen. I like the Tekken outfit much more than his Tekken 7 outfit. You have a couple of interesting colors here that contrast like the sand colors of his pants, and what I really like about that, they have this how do you call it? I'm sorry, I can't remember like what he has like on his head is. I don't want to say anything like wrong here. So if you know how you would call like his headwear that he has, please leave it in the comments. Generally, there's a lot of like movement in his outfit. He hasn't covered his arms fully, so he can show off a little bit of his muscle. But it is also practical. But it seems fashionable in some sort of an like in an adventurous kind of way, if that makes sense. So I like this outfit a lot. It is very, very good. I put it into good fashion sense because I can see this working out in a specific scenario, and not everyone can pull that off, but I can see it. It is not questionable where I say I see the vision, and it is not only practical but not fashionable. It is a good fashion sense. I put him up here. Steve Fox. His new facial features aside, just judging his outfit, it is very, very good actually. I like what it symbolizes. You see the British flag on his like the what is it called? The Union Jack on his pants. Also the blue jacket, which looks somewhat like a denim jacket, but I'm not quite sure with the golden details. Yeah, that's a very good outfit. Is it dripped out to the max? I'm not sure yet. I think what puts it for me into good fashion sense only is the fact that the that his boots are more on the practical side than on the fashionable side. I can see it working out, but I'm not 100%. So yeah, there's that. Victor Chevalier. Victor is a very elegant older gentleman. He doesn't dress very complicated, but he wears very good fitting clothes, and everything he wears has intention. An outfit to be dripped out doesn't always have to be very eccentric. It has to work in a perfect balance of accessories, fit, silhouette, colors, and I would say the character that it's wearing the outfit. Victor has all of this. The gloves look very good in this outfit. It gives this whole like sort of hitman vibe, you know. He has the suit, but also he has the gloves, so he doesn't leave fingerprints anywhere. His his hairstyle is like flawless. The sunglasses, amazing. The beard, the pretty like monochrome outfit with this sort of sand colored suit and the white shirt, but this touch of color with his purple tie, and then his accessories are basically his weapons, which makes sense in this context. I put Victor into dripped out to the max. I hope this makes sense because I see it. It is not as eccentric like Kazuya or Leroy or Lars, for example, but it has like everything about us is measured to perfection. Nothing is there for like as an accident. Everything has its place and you see it. Okay, let's talk about Yoshimitsu. Yeah, I like the Tekken 8 Yoshimitsu design. Without a question. It is, I think, after Tekken 3, his best design. I think I would even say that his Tekken 8 design is better than that in Tekken 3, but they're very close, very close. But this is a fashion tier list. There is no real I don't even know what on his body is part of an outfit and what is his body part. Are those shoulder pads, is that an outfit or is this part of his chest? I don't know. So in terms of outfit, in terms of fashion sense and outfit, it is an absolute L. Doesn't mean that the character design is bad. So please don't crucify me on this, okay? And last but not least, we have Zafina. Zafina's outfit is very nice. It fits her character. It fits her colorful theme. The cloth around her waist gives a very, very nice detail. Also, there's a lot going on. Like there's a lot of like life in her outfit, if I might say. Around her legs, she has those golden pieces, like with the hood on. She has a lot of accessory, like on her forehead, the earrings. Like you can see around her arms, like there's a little bit of like sort of a mesh sleeve going on, a lot of rings. Her makeup is very eccentric, which also plays a big part in here. I like it. It is a very well thought out costume or like clothing that she has. Can I see it in a practical setting? I think someone can pull it off, but it is definitely not an everyday wear. It is more like an almost avant-garde type of outfit that she has. But that is a hard one. Is it good fashion sense or is it dripped out to the max? There is a lot of going on, and even though I hate Zafina as a character, like from playing against her, I hate Zafina. I hate playing against Zafina. I made like pretty much a whole video, like not exclusively talking about Zafina, but she was definitely like the accelerator for that video. But her outfit, it is very, very well put together. It is very sexy in a sense. I put her into dripped out to the max. Yeah. So that is the tier list, ladies and gentlemen. We are done. We ranked every character. The only character we didn't rank is Marizu is her name, I think, or Maerizu. I'm not sure really how to pronounce it. So the last DLC character for this season is not out yet, so I can look at her outfit in detail. That's the tier list. What I say, like what is my judgment when it comes to fashion sense? I hope I could give a reasoning for everything, like for every character and where I put them. I think I explained it kinda good. If you liked it or if you have any disagreement, put it in the comments. Let me know what you would change about this tier list, or if you think I did a good job. Like this video, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video, whatever it might be.